In Proverbs 22:29, he said, do you see a man who excels in his work? Or that translation, who is diligent in his work? He will not stand. He said he will stand before kings. He will not stand before unknown men. The Christian faith is not for us to stand before unknown people. You will be taken to kings for my name's sake. Yes, no matter the field you find yourself, whether you are a business person, you are a lawyer, you are a doctor, you are a music minister, whatsoever, his plan is that you should be brought before king. Because the gospel will not spread by you meeting only people on the street. When Ramaphosa today stand up and say, today I give my life to Christ because of this prophet. Let this prophet pray for our nation. Do you know how many people will repent because of that? That is the biggest evangelism so far. Yes, that is how to gain nations. That is how to usurp the kingdom for God, where you will be brought before kings, but you will be tried in the secret. You will be pruned. You will be tested. And like Daniel, you will say, I will not define myself with the king's meat. You propose in your heart. Why nobody seeing you? The king was not seeing Daniel when he made that decision. Daniel 1 from verse 1. Let's read this thing. Now, you're going to learn something from it. In the third year of the reign of Joachim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. Let me tell you one thing. There was a name they called Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel said, oh, King Nebuchadnezzar, you are the king of all kings. The same name they called God. Told you everything you are reading in this Bible is not people. These are consciousness. He said, oh, you King Nebuchadnezzar. He said, you are the king of kings. That title is only for God, the Father. And the Lord gave Joachim, king of Judah, into his hand with some of the articles of the house of God. God allowed Israel to be captured by Babylon. It was planned. And all the good things, all the gold treasures that Solomon used to build the temple was captured and was taken into the treasuries of Babylon. Then king instructed Espinaz, he said, the master of the eunuch, to bring some of the children of Israel, some of the king descendants. Let's look at this wise king, a king that captured a nation. What if it's you? What will you start strengthening? You will start strengthening your armies to maintain it. But this king did not strengthen his army. He said, look for men that there's hidden treasure inside them. He said, those that are good looking, young men in whom there was no blemish, but good looking, gifted in all wisdom, possessing knowledge, men that there's virtue inside them. They are not strength driven, they are virtues from the Most High. You see, virtues does not come out by living in pleasure. Virtue come out in discipline. When you read about a virtuous woman in the book of Proverbs 31, it's not about a woman. That story is not for a woman. It's talking about the church, the bride of God. We are virtuous, redeemed believers. We ought to be virtuous. Jesus be proud of us. And virtue comes out when the flesh is tamed.